You're watching Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.
Hello, and welcome on into another episode of Scorching and Swearing. And man, I have another amazing pod here today. Once again, this is from Tom Broome. This is his mustard bomb. So this is another exclusive that he has here. Get that in the close-up. And then as we get to diving into this, I'll share some facts that Tom has passed along with me to be able to share about this pepper. But man, I love mustard peppers. I know this is going to be a nice heat on this. I mean, it's got a beautiful color. Once again, let me get that on the screen for you up and close. Here, let me hide my... There we go. Man, I mean, just beautiful. But once again, thank you, Tom Broome, for sending this on over. Tom Broome of Seriously Hot Peppers. This is his mustard bomb. Said that this is, expected to be just north of a mil. So we'll see what this is like and how it goes. It's late here in the night. Once again, Brandon Swear, Scorching and Swearing, and this is the mustard bomb. Let's get it. Man, amazing flavor right off the bat though. Let me finish chewing this. All right, right off the bat, extremely earthy, but like this crisp, clean taste right at the very beginning. Like this very fresh taste at the very beginning. Wow, opened up my sinuses pretty good. So this one immediately, let's talk about where it's hitting. So immediately it's radiating on the gums, the tongue, the roof of the mouth. Completely just feel my sinuses just completely open up here. It's pretty amazing. Tom, this is a tasty pepper. If you like green pods, mustard pods, this is definitely a tasty one. Packs a serious punch right now. I could definitely say, his assessment of expecting it to be, a little bit north of a million. That's probably pretty fair. This is, pretty good. Let's talk about the overall burn. So right off the bat, or heat, you're getting right off the bat that nice punch. It's ramping up, as we speak. It's kind of just got that, almost like a steady burn, if you will. It's not pulsating. It's not super aggressive, but it's got a nice build. So, man, good stuff here. Take a look at, once again, jotted down, trying to figure out how I want to go about, really assessing these peppers going forward for Scorching and Swearing. And man, it's safe to say that I'm nicely scorching on this one. But let's talk about it. So the current categories that I have for criteria as a means of a check in the box, as like, these are all the things that I can think of that a pod could or could not have. One pepper is not going to have all of these traits. It's just traits that you typically find in peppers. That is heat, fruitiness, nuttiness, earthiness, smokiness, citrus, sweet, bitter, floral, and then of course the burn. Was it a thick or thin-walled pepper? slow or fast burn? Is it a stinging burn? Does it have a very pungent aroma? Once again, to honor Tom's wishes of not cutting this pod open, as he's trusting me to, eat this and do with it as a review. So keeping that there. I didn't really get to smell the aroma per se, but overall, you did get some kind of like a very up at the front, earthy, fresh. It had a nice crunch to it. I mean, he literally picked the pepper and then mailed it to me that same day. So it arrived to me today. This is Friday as I'm recording this, Friday night. So definitely enjoying this one right now. I got a little happy tear kind of going out. It did have, I would say, as far as the overall profile of this, looking down here as well to make sure category wise, I mean, there was a touch of bitter, but nothing too crazy. Extremely earthy, not really smoky per se. I mean, the sweetness, it was just very faint. Not a super sweet pod, but most mustards are not known for being super sweet. So yeah, I mean, not really a nutty nature. Man, I got my nose running pretty good there. It is definitely got, it doesn't have a stinging. It was definitely more of a thin walled, I would probably say medium walled, but it's hard to tell without cutting it open. It just had a lot of mass while chewing through that. So either it's very hearty inside that pod, or it's just a little bit thicker walled, if you will. Not quite thick walled, but like a nice medium. Let me see here. Man, I actually have some information from Tom, so here, let me get that for y'all as well. Take this off of here while I do that, since we're done with the close-up cam. So I'll say that the overall burn right now, the mouth is completely gone. The gums, I can still feel a little bit there, but as far as the tongue, the roof of the mouth, not really anything. I guess there's just a very faint in the back of the throat, nothing too crazy. I'm feeling it more in the chest right now, but even that's kind of starting to subside and die down. So nothing too crazy, but here, let me get through this and read off what Tom had sent. He said he originally bought the King Naga plants, and instead of all red, he got chocolate, yellow, and this one mustard plant. So that was 6 generations ago, and then the second generation, they started getting a yellow blaze on the side of them where the sun had hit it, and this had it as well. One side was a nice golden yellowish color, and then the other side was the normal, like, deep / light green, kind of that transitionary green color. Beautiful pepper. And then they said by selecting the best plants, he then started to choose the ones with the yellow on the sides. Let's see here. He sampled both the yellow parts and the green parts and found out that the yellow parts are just as hot, but they're sweet and do not have a grassy taste like other mustards can be. And I would say that's pretty fair. I mean, that kiss of sweetness, it was very quick. It was noticeable, but it was quick. Overall, you're getting a, I mean, I personally, it's not a grassy per se, but that earthy taste to it. It's almost just like, how would I describe this? Like the more earthy, whenever I think of earthy, I think of like kind of that crisp taste that you get from, say, a serrano, a jalapeno, etc. it's a little bit easier to think of in that nature if you're not familiar with that taste. So definitely that's what I would associate that a little bit more to. But as you start to eat more mustard pods, green pods, you start to pick up these different things as far as the flavor goes. But then he shared a little bit more. He said one downside is that you have to be very hold on, let me see, I got lost. One downside is to have the very best taste. You need to pick them almost at the point when they're starting to go bad. This pepper that I ate, the mustard bomb that I ate here, is actually the one that is used as the heat source in one of the Carolina mustard style barbecue sauce that I had reviewed on the podcast not too long ago from Fat Dog's flavored sriracha. Now that barbecue sauce has a nice punch. I mean, clearly as I was eating this here, you could make ties. I could recall, that overall flavor, the burn, the way that it comes through in that sauce. I mean, this pepper is phenomenal and highlights very well in that sauce. So kudos there, Damon, to be able to have that note carry through perfectly. You did a phenomenal job there. Man, it's a beautiful pepper, and lovely taste to it. All in all, the burn is completely gone now. Just enjoying it. I would say, man, it's super tasty. I would say the overall steadiness to the burn obviously does make itself a lot more similar to what you would find in a Naga or Ghost, which makes sense. He, as I'd mentioned, it was off of a Naga plant that started a King Naga, to be specific, that ended up throwing these color variants, and then he selected them, and over the last 6 generations has kind of got to where he's at now. So, man, Tom Broome, amazing pepper there. Definitely got a winner. And all in all, hey, if you're looking for some amazing tinctures, Tom Broome has some, with and without cap crystals. So if you're looking for a tincture that's in the 10 million range, you can definitely pick that up. Every so often he'll do a 13 mil, but I would definitely check on by with him as what he has available. I'll have everything linked down below for that. And yeah, holy cow, that was good. I'm very thankful for being able to try all these, and now I've gone through the full trio of the Tom Broome creations, and man, they're amazing. Can't wait to see what you do with them, Tom. I want to say thank y'all for checking out Scorching and Swearing. I'm going to be doing a little bit of modifications going forward, so there might be a slight pause in the meantime. But I wanted to get this one out, and then I'm going to be releasing, as you've already seen by now, the other 2 videos for Tom Broome's peppers that he has. And man, from there we're going to make this, make some tweaks to the overall Scorching and Swearing. I think there's a lot more that we could do here. So definitely looking forward to it. This has been Scorching and Swearing.
This has been Scorching and Swearing with your host, Brandon Swear.